Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to make a video on how to write an essay. I know I am not so pro to tell others about the essay writing techniques and the necessity of your skills you have to have in this, but what I can discuss or what I can help you is what the mistakes I have done during my preparation or what the mistakes you should not do. In this video series I would like to discuss my strategies or my mistakes which I have done during my attempt and which would be helpful for you all during your preparation as well, because when I was studying or when I was preparing for the CSS 2021, I have not seen any sort of help regarding any material which could help the aspirants about the mistakes or the way you have to write an essay or any other patterns. So today I would discuss one of my essay writings with you. This essay is not a pro. It had a lot of mistakes, a lot of problems that an aspirant have to be vigilant during his essay writing. So I would like to discuss it with you now. Basically, I have written the essay on Pakistan is always struggling for revival of its ailing economy. Like this was the topic and I have to write over it. So I have written the thesis statement, I have written the points which were you would be seeing on your screens. I'm sorry for the blur images. I would attach the copy of it with the description below so that you can see it by your own self as well. My purpose for discussing it just to highlight my mistakes which you should not do during your preparation. And one thing I would like to say or I would like to request you all, please practice your English mistakes so that you can understand and you can identify your niche of mistakes so that you cannot do that mistake in your particular paper, because at the environment of the paper that is so tough for a person to remind each and all everything that you know. So that time you would only recall your mistakes that you have been doing since your time of preparation, so you can correct it there. So my first mistake was there, that loopholes that prevails in the Pakistan's economy. Like I have just divided the essay in different sections. Like just I have written the introduction in which thesis statement was given by me, then history to just to connect it with the past and what is the present scenario of all the things, then loopholes that prevails. Now you could see that there is a subject verb agreement that has been you can say that has been bridged by me, that I have written loopholes and the prevails. Prevails is a verb and that should be plural because loopholes is the plural thing. That is the mistake that I have done over here. Rest are just the points that I should be mentioning in my essay. I am not going to discuss that particular thing. I am just going to discuss my mistakes here. Now this the teacher has said that COVID-19 pandemic and economy of Pakistan. He just mentioned that make it 0.6 because that point is not so much relevant to that particular topic, that was a ailing economy of Pakistan. So that was something that is general. You can quote or I can quote it the COVID scenario in the form of a case study in it, but cannot mention it like a whole bunch of the thing in the middle of my essay. So that was my mistake here. Rest of the thesis was right, but now this is the just introduction that I have started with the advent of 21st century. This is a just simple start. You have I think you have already know about that. Some use the hooks, some use the quotes, some use some catchy statements. That's all up to you whether you know about some catchy statement or not. So you just incorporate that thing in your essay. Okay, this is the problem of comma. I haven't placed comma in a right place. Now this is the baddest impression that I have given to my checker, that I have done repeatedly the mistakes of subject verb agreement. This is not because I didn't know how to apply that rule. This is because I haven't practiced that time, that which mistakes I would repeatedly do, or that what are the my weakest areas that I have to work on. So this was again the same problem, that I have written many sectors are the major causes. This is something that is whereas major sector is the major cause or something like that to be here. And then owned enterprises, E should be small in small letters. Then again this is has taken, I have written in past perfect, and then afterward I have gone to some other has taken, has to take steps in a writing, like when I have turned my page I have just forgotten what I was writing, because this is not coherent to write has take then has to take more steps in a right direction. What was that? It is followed the again subject verb agreement. You would see a lot of mistakes that a person should not do in it, and this is like cutting is not allowed. This is like giving your own weaknesses in examiner's hand. So just avoid doing this underlining or crossing. Just put a bracket around it and just leave it as it is, and just try to not do these sort of mistakes. And then this is the article mistake in the last century. With the century we used to add an article the, that is again the problem that is telling the checker this person is not have any skills regarding English writing. So how could he pass the exam taking person? Then this is something like again subject verb agreement. You would see like a lot of mistakes that I have been doing was subject verb agreement. This is my weakest area. I am just sharing it with you because I want you to know that how an examiner would check your essay or would underline what are your weakest areas. So just practice your mistakes, practice your problems, practice your spelling errors, so that you cannot repeat that at the your final time. Then again these are 2 trillion rupees. The word I have to write in the words, I haven't written in the form of numbers. Then this is the, I have missed the comma in all this process, comma the government has, not have. Then this is the sectors, S is capital, I have to do the small, same mistake, and this would continue all over. This you see that have, has, it adds, examples, all the things are the similar mistakes. If you are doing, for example, if you have written the 14 pages and you are doing the repeated same mistake in each page, how could your examiner would pass you in that particular subject? So you have to be vigilant on that. You are not supposed to give your mistakes in his hand or her hand. Again this is a cutting problem, and this is one of the major sources, okay. This is something that is not done rightly. Again this is a lot of mistakes that you can analyze that I have done during my attempt. So this is all. Afterward the person would see your introduction, how much mistakes you have done over there. Then he would see your conclusion, and he will see that how you have analyzed, you have collaborated or comprehended your idea in your paper. So if you have done a lot of subject verb agreements like me, then it would not be possible for you to pass it. And I would like to share my score of this mock exam. That was, this is my conclusion, and again you could see that it is full of the mistakes. How can an examiner can pass me? So this is the criteria that have been used by FPSC, Federal Public Service Commission, for analyzing your essay, and it basically consists of 4 major areas: that what content you have used, what language you have used, structure, the coherence and it had some subjects or subdivisions of the areas or categories that would be numbered accordingly. Like for example, content analysis. If you see that the content wise content, how whether you have qualitative analysis, you have good qualitative analysis, you have quantitative analysis, validity is not or not all the things. Then language, and then structure, and then coherence. You can see that I have not scored good marks in my structure. My introduction was bad, my body paragraphs were 1.5, conclusion was 1. I haven't able to give the good language and expression because I have gone the 2 marks. So this is just one sample essay paper that I would like to discuss with you all. I hope that it would help you to understand that what mistakes you have to analyze for yourself, or what mistakes you do not have to do again. This is time you have, alhamdulillah, you have a lot of time to understand your mistakes and just correct them and do not repeat them again. This is my request to all of the CSS aspirants, especially those who are very keen to become civil servant, to practice it again and again. This would not only help you here, it would help you in lot of places, lot of areas, lot of subjects. So the first and the foremost thing for all of the CSS aspirants is to study your English essay, practice it, practice like you have to write every day a single paragraph or a single page on any topic. Whatever you are having idea, just write it down and just point out your mistakes by your own self. This would help you to critically analyze the things, to critically understand what you are already know about the topic, and how could you be able to write in the exam if you do not have seen that particular topic before. So that would help. I hope this video has helped you. If yes, you can comment below and tell me about my small, you can say that how it was. And if you want me to analyze this particular rubric of content, language, structure and coherence, you can tell me. I would love to share the validity of this and how you can interpret it. Moreover, I will give you the link below, the teacher or the mentor that have already discussed this thing in his video. So hope you liked it. Please like my channel and subscribe it, and thank you so much. What the fuck? You're not good.